watch it, but then I think
tomorrow, I swear to God, tomorrow I will sit down and edit a new intro video.
you're gonna find something that makes me not look as fat.
I'm gonna try.
I would appreciate that.
It's gonna suck though, because I'm gonna look more fat.
I mean, just don't use clips of both of us in the same.
Yes, there we go.
I mean, no, buddy, you're not gonna look fat. That's okay. I'm totally gonna like my weight's gonna fluctuate in the videos too. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 485 of the Maritime Paintball Podcast. My name is Brad Odell, and with me, as always, is
your king of paintball and XO of the Allied squad this year at D-Day. So we'll get more into that, but I want to rally the banners. Bring my people to me so that we may crush Pat May, who allegedly molests goats. Allegedly. I'm going to be alleging that Pat May does a lot of things. Also, I am very grateful that Pat is got a good sense of humor, because I expect he's going to shit talk me, and if he doesn't, well, I'm just not going to stop. It's just going to be fun.
That's not him.
Now, that's half the fun of this, and so we'd like to thank Tipman. The D-Day Tipman Challenge brought to you by Commando Action Center in Ottawa, who's going to be bringing us out there in like just under a month, just under 4 weeks. We'll be making the trek, the grand adventure with Norm, all the way back out to Ottawa. So
I'm excited. I am excited for the entire thing. The road trip itself, the event, not so much the road trip back. The trip back is always way longer than the trip there.
Really? I always found that the trip back was the shorter of the two.
No, I suffer on the way back.
I think with you for 3 days. Yeah.
I think I'm just tired. I'm tired. Now we'll see. Maybe it's different with the medication. We'll see. Maybe I'll be like, maybe I won't need an emotional support Tom through the day. We'll see. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe we'll do that one with like a incrementally longer leash, because I feel like if you just let me off a leash entirely, somebody's gonna get slapped. So
I'd be willing to bet good money on that one,
or at least insulted and told off.
Oh yeah,
I am actually a nice guy, I promise. What the hell is that? Okay, anyways, folks, before we go any further, let's pay some bills. We need to. What are you doing?
Well, you went quiet way too quick, so now I want to know what it was.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Before we go on any further, hello to the 38 of you that suddenly showed up out of nowhere.
Hey, guys.
We went from 4 to 38. Not sure how that happens, but hey, what's happening, folks? What's going on? Glad you're here. You're here just in time for me to list off how we pay the bills. Oh, now we're down to 26. Bye.
Don't look at it.
First,
shrink.
Explore. He's out there. We see you, Explore. So, of course, Explore Paintball has been helping the show the past few weeks. He's kind of like our man in the trenches. He knows everything. He keeps tabs, and he lets us know what's going on. We really appreciate it. So go check him out on YouTube, Explore Paintball. Go give him some love. Northern Hydration, the makers of the Canadian Malt Flustered. Northern Hydration.
Jesus, that many people got you flustered? I imagine what you would do if someone was watching you live in your bedroom. Northern Hydration, the hydration solution. It is the thirst quencher. It is the saltiest drink that you will be happy to have in your mouth. Why? Because it replenishes all those natural things that you need in you, like the electrolytes and all that salty when you're sweating all day. It doesn't have to taste good.
The easiums, the potassium, the magnesium, the sodium,
It's hard to, I can talk about all the fancy shit that it does, or I can just tell you that I love the stuff and it works. If that's not enough for you, come find us at D-Day. I'm sure we'll have some with us so you can try it.
We will have plenty. We'll have plenty for D-Day.
I'm sure our friends will have some in their Ntensity.
We'll talk about that later. New flavor dropping Friday. We don't know what it is. We just know that the can is reddish orange. My bet is either blood orange or cherry. Kind of hoping for blood orange. I think that'd be awesome.
I'm going to guess pomegranate.
Oh, I didn't think pomegranate.
That seems to be a go-to for things like that.
Cherry would be phenomenal. I think cherry would be phenomenal. So anyways, go check them out. drinknorthern.com. Use code Maritime PB10. Save yourself 10% off, plus it's free shipping across Canada. Loft Gear, makers of the Station 150, the Bugatti of travel bags. It is, I can't begin to explain how beautiful this bag is, and ours is currently on its way to us. It'll be here soon.
Oh man, we're going to have to just trot that thing out for D-Day.
Oh, dude, I'm going to trot that thing out. Like, I'm going to use that for everything. It doesn't matter what.
Walk-on day.
Yeah. You kidding?
Walk-on day.
I'm absolutely bringing a bag worth more than most of the gear on the field.
Legend has it, allegedly, you can fit half the cast of the original Wizard of Oz inside of one of these bags.
Some of the cast, absolutely.
Well, half of them are dead. So I mean,
there you go. Moncton Paintball, my home away from home, Tom's backyard, one of the premier fields in the Maritimes. Please come hang out, come check it out. Street ball, walk on days, really doesn't matter. Just come hang out, come say hi.
They're doing a walk on Sunday.
They are, and it's supposed to rain, isn't it?
It is supposed to rain, which is a bummer, but it's only a little bit, and sugar melts and shit washes away, so we'll be fine.
Of course, Ntensity Customs, the Royal Tailors, makers of some amazing gear, from headbands, hats, jerseys, pants, gloves, pod packs, pretty much everything. Honestly, everything except I think underwear and socks.
And I'm pretty sure he tried. I think they tried underpants, or they tried something like that at one point. And just, I personally would love to have Sean's face on a pair of boxers. Me, personally. That's just me. But
I'm sure you would.
I'm sure he wouldn't. So
so check them out at intensitycustoms.com and Paintball Dirt, the awesome weekly newsletter being put together. Go to paintballdirt.substack.com and subscribe to the newsletter. It comes to your mailbox once a week, and you stay up on what's going on in the world of paintball. It's great work. He does amazing work. So, oh, that's annoying.
What's that?
I just put somebody in timeout. One of the comments was just like somebody was flooding our comments, and he's back. Anyways,
this is hilarious. I love it.
Yeah, right. Just like it's like whack-a-mole. I banned them, and their comments were removed. I don't know if I banned. Did I ban them? I didn't ban them. You know what I need to do? I'm going to ban them though.
Kerfoot. I saw a comment on Facebook. Somebody was spouting stupidity on a post somewhere, and Mama Kerfoot, Mama K, came in and said something, and it's just like, I read it. I almost posted. I'm like, if she's commenting, you done fucked up. Like, you said something stupid because Mama K she don't tolerate no stupidity. MB, no ban me.
Yeah, my bad. Please, no ban me. We'll see.
Jesus. Anywho,
I have fired people in my life, in my jobs. Banning somebody on a stream is
leave him alone. He's not hurting anybody.
As long as he doesn't keep spamming and filling up the chat, that's all that matters. Now, let's talk about D-Day. Commando Action Center is hosting their annual Titman Challenge D-Day. We got Pat May for the Axis. We got Andrew Gagnon for the Allied. This man right here, this guy. I guess he's below me on Instagram. You're XOing?
Yep. I shall be. I am going to be the XO for the Allied team this year. Fortunately, we have the Kaiser, who is much better at making plans than I am. I am pretty good at making noise and executing whatever I'm told to do.
Leading the charge.
Yeah, we are the tanks. The front line will move with us. We will push forward so that our healers can do their thing in the back, and the medics we have this year are top flight. They're those two little savage ones that the Axis had last year.
Wait, the ones coming from, wait, are we talking like the actual
Like
guys coming from
the C1D lads that are going to be running as our medics for D-Day?
Oh, okay, never mind. I thought you meant the actual team that they call themselves the Savages. They come from like
the Savage Army. No, I don't think they're making it this year.
Oh, I mean, I understand why. So, but
yeah, but still, they're great.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be cool, man. I'm excited for it. We don't really have any details really about what's going on, except for there's a band lined up for the players' party and massive bonfire as always. So, other than that, we don't have any other details.
Do we know anything about the band this year?
Vaguely.
Vaguely.
Give me 2 seconds. I can find out that information real quick because it was sent to me. What the hell are their names? The band is
what the fuck do I need to send my RSVP in for? I'm working the damned event, lady. Mm-hmm. If I don't show up, there's gonna be worse problems than if I don't RSVP. But yes, I will.
It's the Derringers. They're I don't know, a dad rock band, I guess.
No, not playing wars during the cast, my dude. I'm playing Terratech Legions because I have to do something with my hands, otherwise it ends badly. And I'm shit at Warzone.
Oh, Josh from JBC Paintball. I miss that field so much. That was such a great field.
Junior bacon cheese?
The junior bacon cheese. Yeah, absolutely. No. Actually, I don't know what JBC stood for. But it was from
this good sandwich. And it sounds like it was a good field too.
Oh, such a good field, man. The people here's how you know it's a good field. One, they would get fresh wood like lumber every year and either replace old bunkers that were falling apart or build new ones. Like every year there was fresh wood. Like it wasn't that aged gray covered in splatter falling apart. Like they were replacing planks as they were falling apart.
As is tradition.
So that was great. Also, my second time playing there, I forgot my tank. My second time, my first time, I had forgotten my tank. So I tried to rent a Steely from him. And he said, well, what are you shooting? And I said, I've got an invert mini. And he said, oh, no. Here, take this. And he gave me an Empire Ultralight.
There you go.
Which was like brand new. He's like, here, just borrow this. Just don't break it. I'm like, oh, that was Bill. Who, dude, was amazing. When I first met him, I was like, man, this guy's like so nice. Like he's really, really nice guy. Just all around good dude. And then it turns out that he was like a personal support worker is his job. So like he went to old people's houses and helped them. So I was like,
I am so happy that went the other way than I thought it was going. It turned out he was a personal support worker. I'm like, oh fuck, thank God. Like, man, I don't know if we want to go that way with this conversation, Bradley. Oh no, he was a personal support worker. That's a noble.
He was just nice dude. Like the guy was
all around nice human being.
Yeah, he was a professional, nice guy.
Nothing wrong with
that. The band, the Derringers, they're a cover band. They do with classic rock and classic country. So they cover artists like George Strait, the Rolling Stones, the Black Crowes, the Eagles, Luke Combs. It's weird to hear of somebody covering Luke Combs already.
Okay, I haven't heard them. Like they're not covering Morgan Wallen or any of that shite. So
Garth Brooks. Well, here, let me read off the whole thing.
Hey, listen, they can cover Garth Brooks. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
No, you got Garth Brooks, the Eagles, Luke Combs, Zach Brown, John Mellencamp, Blue Rodeo, Dwight Yoakam, Steve Earle, Johnny Cash, Bryan Adams, David Wilcox, Jason Aldean, Eric Church, Merle Haggard, Elvis Presley. I've never seen Merle Haggard's name written out. Elvis Presley, Alabama, Leonard Skinner, Van Morrison, CCR, Keith Urban, The Tragically Hip, and many more.
I was gonna say, I bet you that Bryan Adams cover is gonna be Summer of '69. Because if he's at D-Day and he just whips out a cover of Heaven, there's gonna be some real weird emotions going down in that crowd. You just see Dave standing there just crying,
God.
crying with his flip flops to Heaven.
So that's who's they're going to be the band for the show for the after party. So that's going to be D-Day. Genuinely hoping that we're going to be starting it all off with the Roman candles again. That was hilarious.
God, that was a blast.
So dangerous and should not be done, but so much fun.
It's only dangerous if you act like it's dangerous. That's not how that works, I know, but
no, but we're gonna make that happen. So D-Day's happening. Very excited. You'll be hearing more about it as we get closer. Maybe we'll bring on Corey, talk about what's got planned, all that jazz, because I'd like to find out exactly what's going on for the rest of it. Little tidbits of news here and there. It's officially announced World Cup will be going back to Kissimmee in Florida. That was kind of up in the air for a little bit. I had heard rumors that the people who, I guess the city, the town, whoever handles that little area, they didn't want to renew the liquor license or whatever it was. I think is what the issue was. That's the rumor I heard. So they were like, yeah, no booze. And so they were like, maybe we'll move it. Because they found a middle ground. So
that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, well, Kissimmee is really where they have it is really great. It's across the road from the Gaylord Resort, and yeah, that's the name of the resort, Gaylord.
Good,
I know, right?
It's family. It's a good, respectable family. Come on now.
Yeah, Sean saying parking was also a significant issue. That was absolutely right. My God, the parking was brutal. Just a big open field, and it was just not enough, man. There was not enough space. But the thing is if you go, and I do want to go again this year, you could you could bring your family. Like if you got a family and you want to bring kids, whatever, you come down, you could go paintballing or go watch paintballing, whatever you're doing. And the fam can go to Disneyland.
Yeah, Kissimmee is just down the road.
You can actually see the arch, like the Disney, like welcome to Disneyland arch. Like I think you can almost see it from the field or one of the field, you know what I mean, from the area. It's a great time. I want to go back
to bring your kid to the field and just let them see.
Right.
Horrific.
It's neat. It's a great spot. It's clearly a town or a city built around tourists. So there's lots to do, lots to see, lots of great restaurants. One overpass away. It's true. Last year I went, had an absolute blast, got to watch professional paintball, got to buy a really cool straw hat that Sean from Intensity hates. And I got to watch a rocket launch. We went to indoor golf. We went to Brazilian steakhouse. We went it was, yeah.
You saw a rocket launch?
Yeah, his SpaceX fired and launched a rocket while we were there. So it was about a 45-minute drive away.
Canaveral.
But yeah, we literally drove down the road, basically for 45 minutes. We drove and we watched.
I hated you before this when you went on that trip, but I think I hate you just a little bit more now. I would have loved to have seen a rocket launch at Cape Canaveral.
What was funny though is that I'm looking at I'm looking. You can see all these lights in the distance, right? Because you're across the water, and you see all these little lights, and you see this one really tall light, and you're like, that's got to be the tower. That's got to be the thing that the rocket's sitting next to, right? That's got to be the launch tower. So you're watching it. You're waiting for the countdown. You're watching your watch because there's nothing around. There's nothing. And then suddenly, I'm looking straight ahead, but then out of the corner of my eye, way over here, a fireball erupts, and you watch the rocket go up, and it came out of nowhere. So I was like, what the hell was that tower for? And it was bright. It was super cool. So, yeah, there's that. It was a great spot. I enjoyed it. I want to go back. I would love to go back and play 10-man, but at the same time, I don't know. I went for 4 days. We got the 4-day pass, and like, don't get me wrong, but there's only so much paintball I can sit and watch over the course of over a 4-day period or a 3-day period.
Yeah. If you're not playing, it's after a couple days.
That's where I'm like, I want
itchy.
to play, right? So that's why I was like, I want to go. I want to play. I need a better camera. If I'm going to go back, I want an actual media pass so that I can go on the field with my team and shoot video. That's got to happen. So, yeah, so that's happening. Kisme's happening. That's super fun.
Yay.
Speaking of, well, it's not World Cup, but it's the French Federation.
Yeah, explain that to me. I read that post, but for those who don't know, please explain.
Okay, so I'm a little iffy on exactly what the French Federation does. I think they are the kind of just like the French equivalent, like they're a French paintball league.
Okay. Are they like the FIA but paintball for France?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, that works. We'll go with that.
Yeah, because CDF 2026. So, anyways, Core Outdoor put out a post. They basically said, Core Outdoor is extremely disappointed to have been informed just 4 weeks before the event that we were no longer permitted to sell paint at this year's CDF. Following a highly successful 2025 event, we confirmed our intention to renew our license immediately. However, after 7 months of delays, deflections, and what we believe to be highly unprofessional handling of the process, we have now been excluded at short notice. It then basically goes on to explain that Core Outdoor is out a ton of money because all of this stuff has to be prepped well in advance, right? So they did a bunch of stuff and they're pretty mad. Mm-hmm. So are the players, apparently.
Oh,
there's a lot of like shade getting thrown, and I dug into it, and I can't find anything that explicitly explains why Core Outdoor wasn't included. I'm wondering if this is something that maybe people on the back end of the industry understand and they know what's going on. But from all I could find, it just seems to be that they booted Core out. Well, didn't boot them out. They just said you can't sell paint. So that 2 other paint brands, Seven and ProShar, could sell paint at the event. But somebody was saying that one of them, I don't know which one, just didn't even show up to an event, and the players are pretty mad. So
developments, we will keep you posted.
And yeah.
But like Explore will definitely keep us posted.
Yeah, and some of these comments
on the ground
are heated.
Making people mad. Oh, you mean in that post? I'm like in our chat? Like
no, people aren't heated in our chat.
No, so that doesn't make sense.
No. No, but like some of the comments are very classic, like,
herder paintball comments.
Well, just very angry. Let's see. Any UK Flex Office, official residence of the UK Flex Office. I love that name. Any guesses why the organizers decided not to stay with the paint sponsor that supported them last year when one manufacturer failed to attend and the other couldn't even provide temperature-controlled storage? And one of the top comments is just the link to Pink Floyd's Money.
Oh, see that's big PP energy there.
So I don't know what's going on. I am curious to know exactly why Core wasn't invited back. So
anybody from Core that's listening, come on in and tell us.
Yeah, I'd love to know if it's like if it's a money thing. Then I guess I kind of understand, but like I don't really get it.
That's because we're poor and we don't understand money.
Well, I'm guessing Seven. If it's Seven and ProShar, one of those two might have maybe said like, "Hey, we're European manufacturers. Core is not. Like, why are we bringing in? Why are we sending money out?" Which Canadians right now are doing the same thing, right? Where many Canadians are trying not to send money to the United States by using American
Okay.
company.
Okay.
You
There's
know what I mean? So, um,
yeah, but be transparent if that's what you're gonna do.
right, that's it,
If you're
right?
gonna
Like
if you're
just
gonna
say like, hey, like we're a European event, we want European suppliers. Okay, done. You know, like if that's the case, done.
Yeah, but why would they go that long and deflect and not actually give them an answer?
That's the thing, right? And now what I've also learned though in my many years on this planet, all 36 of them, is that it doesn't matter how big the organization is. Sometimes they just suck at communication. So
Yeah.
so yeah, who knows? Hopefully Seven and ProShar, if they're the ones actually handling the paint for this event, hopefully they don't drop the ball.
That would be
Or the balls.
unfortunate.
I get it. You know,
I'm glad that yeah, good. It was a low hanging fruit. I didn't think it needed to be taken.
it
Not
absolutely did. um,
oh shit.
Also, shout out to Core Outdoor for posting both an English and a French version of their statement.
You know what? Yeah, I think I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I like that. I get that. So, anyways, we'll keep an eye on that. And and the tag to this post because GI Sports Europe posted it. That's the Facebook page. Sorry. This is the first line of the post. French Federation putting its own interests above players.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Just.
So we're just gonna go right for the throat right off the hop, eh?
Yeah.
Well, gets the point. It's gonna get the point across.
Sure is.
That's crazy work.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's happening. We'll hopefully we'll know some more. Or I'll get a message from, or maybe I'll get a message from somebody who's involved or has knowledge. I would like to know. Yeah. Speaking of more stuff that we don't fully know about, but we're learning about because there was a video posted by our boy Wolf showing off the quote unquote T16.
I love that you quote unquoted it.
Well, that's what they called it, the T16.
I know. Explain.
Yeah, being shown off by a Hector Astad, who, funny enough, because I seen his post because he posted it and Wolf tagged him in. I was like, okay, this is the dude. I want to go talk to this dude. I want to see what's going on. So I went and sent him a message, like a friend request on Facebook, and then I went to go send him a message. And turns out, I sold him gear.
Did you sell him a T15?
No, I sold him a First Strike tank.
Oh, cool.
So I was like, all right, cool. I was like, what's up? So he's first of all, Hector said he received the marker about a week ago. He's going to be doing a video releasing showing the differences between the T15 and this thing, the T16 or whatever we're going to call it. It is. The video shows what essentially looks like a T15 to me, a First Strike T15, but it's not First Strike. It was what was the name of the company?
With a funny M?
No. That's another one. Now, okay. Before we go any further, because we know how Brad can get, where is the post?
Is this a like preface it with an allegedly or
No. We're prefacing this with Brad is a very passionate individual, and sometimes he sees something, and if he doesn't 100% agree with it, he's very loud about it. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna figure out something here.
okay?
Give me 2 seconds, folks.
So I will finish that part of his thought that yes, sometimes Brad is very passionate and he does tend to yell at things, and the old mouth goes before the brain, and then I have to deal with whatever it is Brad yelled at, or whoever it is Brad yelled at. What are you doing over there?
Trying to figure out the name. Okay, hold on.
Yes, Derek, I am gaming right now. I'm playing Terratech Legions. Keep me hands busy. It is on
Legacy
Game Pass right
Tactical.
now.
Thank you. That's what it is. So this is being produced by a company called Legacy Tactical. In the video, they mentioned 3 specific things in the video, and this is why I want to see one in my hands. I doubt I ever will, judging by the distribution that's going to be handled. We'll get into that. I'd love to get my hands on one. I want to know more details about this because right now I'm a little disappointed and I'm hoping to be proved wrong. Let me start with that. Okay.
Okay.
In the video, what is shown is clearly a T-15 body. Okay. It looks like a T-15. It is a T-15. Okay. In the video, they're very excited. They talk about that it's going to be autococker threaded out of the box. So instead of using a proprietary first strike or Tiberius barrel, it is autococker. So, okay,
Nice.
cool. That means that you can use some really nice barrels with this thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're talking like, well, basically anything that is made by the
threaded, a freak kit,
just
your PE.
yeah. So, my mind immediately went to the HK laser. I'm not sure why, but yeah, the freak kits, autococker freak kits are a dime a dozen. And then, so they go on about that. Talks about the handguard. The handguard actually comes from a company. I had to look it up. That manufactures accessories for real steel. So that has no business. Like, I don't care if you're promoting your marker and you're like, check out this new marker, and then you go check out this sweet handguard. I'm like, cool. You didn't make the handguard. I don't care. I want to know about the marker, right? Like if you're showing off the marker, show me the marker.
So I just had a flash of The Simpsons of the guy who wants, just tell me when we get the guns. Listen, I told you I'd get your gun when we got your real name. I've had it up to here with your rules. That's just the energy I got from that. So thank you.
That's fair. That's fair. And then they're talking about the folding stock, the folding air through stock, which is super cool. That's an MCS product. Okay, cool. Again, tell me about the gun. Tell me about the marker. What makes it special other than it's autococker threaded? Because I can go and buy a power tube, install the power tube into my T-15, and now I have an autococker threaded T-15. So I was a little annoyed. I may have made a comment.
May?
I did.
There we go.
My comment specifically was, I'm interested in seeing the internals. I'd like to know if this is more than an MCS air-through stock, a Strike Industries gridlock handguard, and an autococker threaded power tube installed in a stock T-15.
See, when you say it, it sounds a lot bitchier than it sounded when I read it.
No, but that's, you know what I mean? But that's it. Like that's all that they showed off in the video, and that's why I was like, I gotta know, because you're talking about like, is this a new marker or is this a 1.2?
Also, you did get your start, and you love your magfed, and I'm sure you would love to see a new magfed marker out there.
I want to see innovation. So somebody reached out. I'm not going to say who. They reached out and they explained to me that the autococker threads, of course, the cap that holds on the back bolt, the back bolt cap. There we go. They've beefed that up, so it's a lot stronger because in the T-15s it was a little bit like wonky. The upper manifold has been completely redesigned, and the trigger has been completely reworked. So it's full auto out of the box. Whereas with T-15s, you had to buy like a $200 kit and drop it in to get full auto. Now, personally, full auto on on a magfed, I mean, it's there, use it, but it just seems like it's kind of like lipstick on a pig.
Well, I mean, what they're emulating is ideally a full auto item.
Yeah.
So
in which case, then you're talking,
you should be able to have it, and
full auto first strikes.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I would love to have full auto first strikes, but that would imply that I have the budget to pay for my shooting habits. So That'd be awesome.
So Derek down in the chat there, he says, thank God on the back cap. That's why mine's currently down. Right. So I found out that apparently what we're seeing in the video, and hopefully we get better details about this, is supposedly the original designer of the T15 had designed the kit, designed the whole thing, handed it over, or somebody bought the IP or licensed the IP, modified the design, and released the T15. So what we got in our hands as a T15 was actually a modified design of the original. Now, what this T16, or the new version of this is actually the original design.
Cyberdyne Systems Model 101.
So it's what the original designer wanted. If that's the case, that's cool. I think calling it a new marker might be a bit of a stretch. I think it's more like new and improved.
I've
give it that.
It's not really new. If it's the original design.
It's right.
I would.
God, it's like a Coke. It's a Coke Classic. It's try the new Coke. This is terrible. Now we have Coke Classic. Tiberius. My understanding is that Tiberius licensed it from the original designer. Tiberius turned into First Strike. First Strike is somewhere in the abyss, somewhere. Right. So, basically, I compared it to Vulcan grabbing onto the M17 and being like, "This is the latest and greatest magfed technology," and it's like it's the Milsig M17. It sucked then, and it's going to suck now. Like,
I just love how pissed off you get at that stuff.
No, Milsig.
You don't have to tell me about Milsigs.
They did some cool stuff, but their M17 sucked.
I see a lot more M17s than I do anything else from Milsig still running.
So the reason for that is because those of us who had everything else were like, oh, wow, I can't get support for this anymore because the company went away. MaxTac. MCS is 468. And we decided to move on to better things. Whereas the Milsig guys are like a cult and they refuse to let go. So, I mean, kudos to them for that.
I do like the 468.
I liked it too.
Darren had one. It was nice.
It was nice. The Helix Mag, I had to get rid of it because of the Helix Mag. Because I actually, when the Helix Mag first came out, they were awesome because they were a mag that you didn't have to wind because you just jammed the beads into it.
Oh, those are the anal bead ones.
Yeah. So that was awesome. Jam that in.
Let's hold on here. Let's preface this for our friends on beautiful 97.9 CHSR in Fredericton, New Brunswick. A Helix Mag was a system that you could install into a marker that would give you a magfed. So like a real steel, you'd have a mag system for your paintball marker, and to load them, you got these. And again, you're on the radio, you can't see me, talking like je suis français avec mes mains. These little beads, and you would use it to jam these little string of beads, and you would use it to kind of like put your barrel, your paintballs in, and like and kind of jam it in. Again, can't see the motion, but you can hear the sound I'm making. So you filthy-minded ones can use your imagination here. So it was always fun to watch someone just rip the thing out. Just you always expect the paint to go flying out and people to be embarrassed.
So yeah, the downside though was the Helix Mag. In order to put it in, you had to like put it in the mag welt and then beat the hell out of it till it locked into place. I actually cracked one of my mags because I had to beat it off of a bunker in front of me to actually get it to latch. I was like, that's ridiculous. I was like, I got rid of it then and there. I was like, I'm done with this. Derek saying, is the EMF 200 a new marker or is it an improved EMF 100?
That's what I said. I made the same joke.
No, 100%. And I said the same thing when the EMF 200 came out. I was like, there's nothing. Like, what did they do? It's a new bolt. Cool. That's it. Like if we're talking like redesign the upper manifold, trigger has been reworked, the back bolt cap hook has been fixed, and if they've done a couple of other things to it, then if these are things that the average user cannot simply put into place or can't buy a kit, then I am willing to say that yes, it is a new marker.
That's a full redesign at that point.
Right. If it's something that the average user can't buy a kit, drop into the existing T15s, and away they go, then it is in fact, and it is an upgrade. It's a new marker. Calling it a T16 is a little tongue in cheek.
I think it might be doing it a disservice. I would go so far as to say you might be doing it a little bit of a disservice.
I think so.
Because I liked I'm not going to say that I didn't like my T15 when I had it. It was a sweet marker.
When it worked.
Again, it only worked if it doesn't like round ball. And let's also be honest, T15s don't really like our weather here when we would be using it.
That's just it. They're temperamental. So anyways,
the maritime weather is just not conducive.
This new one coming out. I'll see if I can get Hector to come on the show, talk about it. I'm very curious, genuinely curious if it's going to be like a full rework. If it is, great. That's cool. It's is what it is.
More life to the magfed.
Well, it's just nice to see something happening, right? Oh, just and nice my understanding is MCS will be handling the distribution in the United States. That's why I'm saying we're probably not going to see it come up to Canada.
Okay.
Yeah. So the T15 is Derek's favorite magfed marker by far, but also aware and agree it's finicky and annoying. It is. It's finicky, but when you get it dialed in.
Oh my God. The one that I used at D-Day. Yours. That thing
was... We slapped the box mag on it. Remember when we got the box mag to work on it?
It's one of my favorite pictures.
Just pop, 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 and you didn't have to reload. Yeah. They're finicky, but once you get them dialed in, they're phenomenal. The downside, though, is that, and this is where, kind of reality has to set in, is that these magfed markers for the recreational side of things, for what we do, is a drop in the bucket. Not even, right? So these things aren't made for the paintball field. They're made for training for military and law enforcement. So they are very well taken care of. They have, they're put away properly after they're used every time. They're cleaned properly every time. They have guys that sit there and their sole job is to tech these things and fix them all the time. So yeah, they work great for that. But when you take them out into a paintball field and you beat the hell out of them and you use, kind of like cheap paint or whatever, and it busts in the mag, and you take it home and you forget about it for a couple of days. Oh, I got to go clean it. And then it's not meant for that. Like T15s, you got to take it home, clean it, grease it, put it away.
It, tell it that it's pretty, tell it that that's a good paintball marker.
Yeah, 100%. That's what you got to do. So that's a harsh reality. But it is what it is. No biggie.
It fired first strikes so beautifully. It sang whenever I shot them. Mm-hmm. I'm standing by that my favorite magfed marker is still the TMC.
I like the TMC as a workhorse. It's just a great little marker to go and play around with.
The
only thing I really, really wish Tippmann had done out of the box was air through stock. Instead of air, because I know why they did
that with the Stormer, or is that still tank on one of the upgraded? No,
the Stormer I think it's an upgrade. No, the Stormer has air through stock. It's just they clearly had taken the Kronos body and turned it into a magfed.
Yeah,
which is fine. They worked with what they had, right? It's just if they had just made it air through stock from day one. It didn't need to shoot first strikes. Just make it air through stock, and it shot round ball great. And with 98 internals, like Dave is saying in the chat, you could chop down a tree with this thing and it would still work. You could it's really crude, but like you can spit in it and it's lubed. Now it's good to go.
Yep. I cleaned out my storage locker and I found my T15, not my T15, Jesus, my TMC, which I threw air to it and it shot just as good as it did the last time I used it, which was far too long ago. And then I found my KP3. So I forgot that I own a pump, and I need to get a collar for the tack cat.
Okay.
So I'll have to see if Rabbit has one or somebody. I'm sure we could find one.
I wonder if he'd let me buy my KP3 back from him.
I'll have to ask him. I'm sure he'd be reasonable. Also, you know what I thought of? Since it is the D-Day Tipman Challenge at Commando, I have the first marker I used when you and I first met, when I was using that brass eagle, that Tipman Tango 1. It's my buddy's kid's marker, and I want to get it serviced. I remembered that the fantastic people at Commando bring in the Tipman guys, and they're usually kind of crusty because people are getting them to fix shit that isn't theirs. But I figure if I bring them something that's theirs, they might be slightly less irritable until they open it and see that it's a mess.
Yep.
I'm just going to drop it and run away and hide.
That's fair.
That they don't yell at me.
I think they would be totally fine. I think they would be totally.
They're really nice guys, actually. I can understand sitting at that booth all day and people bringing other people's shit and having to fix it would kind of get a little
right. Say, hey, you're from GI. That's great. Can you fix this Planet Eclipse gun? Thanks.
We'll bring them some snackies or something. Dave will tell us
what
they
snackies. eat. We need to find out what kind of snacks we need to bring from the Maritimes.
We'll have to ask the Queen of Commando. She will let us know.
Dave, what do you want us to bring, bud? What do you want?
We did lobster last time. It's a 12-hour drive, so
such a pain to transport.
That took us we had to get one of the boys to bring it from the airport, remember?
Oh, that's right.
You know what we can bring? I don't know if they have it in Ontario, but I know that some of the boys like beer. We got to get some Oland.
Oland?
Bring some Oland. Oland's. Sold in Nova Scotia. It's a beer that's sold only in Nova Scotia.
That'd be why I'm not familiar with it.
And I don't drink beer, but my buddy loves it. He swears by it. So, like, whenever we go visit Al, they make him bring home a case of it for Wilson, because Wilson likes his Oland Express.
Dope.
So we should bring him some beer, or whatever Marie tells us to bring, because.
Yeah, we'll take a look and see what we can bring along. I'm trying to think. The industry I work in now, I can't really bring anything fun, but we'll find something. We'll bring some snackage. Bring some snackies.
The industry I work in, we can bring stuff too, but then I have to haul it, and it's real heavy, and I don't want to deal with that.
That would be funny to set something up in the Gom Shack, though, wouldn't it?
No.
Not worth it. Not worth it, but it would be hilarious.
Yeah. I like those guys far too much to be doing that to them.
Oh, it would just be a joke.
I know. Actually, I wonder if they're gonna find some goodies that I left in the Gom Shack.
How much time we got left? 12 minutes, give or take. Cool. So Dover, the Midwest Open was last week.
How'd that go?
And last weekend went well, I guess. I think somebody's about to come into the studio.
Oh yeah, they're like, get off our radio station now. God damn degenerates on our radio. Beautiful 97.9 CHSR in Fredericton, New Brunswick. They're so lovely to let us come on every week and pollute.
It's actually it's the student union building. It's the sub. It's the union, the university staff. That's because they leave before I do. So they're like, you have to sign this piece of paper that says you recognize and understand that you'll be alone in the building. Okay. Bye. Anyways, yeah, it went well. I mean, the event went well. There was some interesting little notes and some little happenings. Mainly Tampa Bay Damage 7-1 over Impact. So that was, it's like at 7-1. All I'm picturing is the Simpson meme where it's just like, he's already dead.
Stop it. Stop it. He's already dead. Pounding the shite out of the Hamburglar. Tell my wife I loved her.
So that happened. And then there was so the field played. The snake was so cool because they had the stars, or the whatever you want to call them. I call them stars. They look like starfish to me. On the snake side, like guys were like zigzagging through and they were sneaking around each other. At one point, oh my god, what team was it? I can't remember now. But Buddy was actually in the star, like in the starfish. He's tucked into the corner, and the other guy is coming up the snake, comes around one of the small bunkers. Like the standard rectangles you'd see connected to the snake. Comes around that, and he's on his belly, and he crawls around the star just as Buddy starts to turn and like looking up and over, and it's like out of a bad cartoon where Buddy like wiggles away on his belly out of view just in time for Buddy to look over and not see him, and then then Buddy sneaks around on his belly and pops him. Yeah. The amount of times that players met on those stars and all that was separating them was like 1.5 feet of an airbag, that kind of thing. And they're like, they know each other. Like they don't quite know each other is there, but they know somebody's somewhere and they're both there. And there's just like
something fishy.
Yeah. Yeah. And so they're trying to like pop out, trying to get an angle on each other. So that was cool. I read online, I've seen a lot of complaints actually about where the field was. So the NXL advertised the Dover Speedway, right? They talked about the Dover Speedway. They talked about the $75 donation and you can drive your own car on the Speedway. They talked about bringing on the NASCAR racer. They talked all that stuff up. Where the event was actually held, you couldn't see the Speedway. It was, yeah, like it was technically there, but not anywhere near the Speedway. Still on their property, just not anywhere near them. So
kind of a bummer.
Yeah, a lot of people were a little annoyed by that. They were kind of pissed off. Which I mean, I really can't complain or I can't blame them. If like the whole thing was promoted as it's about the Speedway, and the previous event had been in a stadium. And then it was like, I don't know. It kind of sucked. And then some people were saying that this year they allowed sideline coaching with the 3v3. Some people were saying they didn't enjoy it. They thought that on one hand, it was like a lot of people thought, oh, this will be great, be like the old days. And then it turned into, oh, this actually isn't that good because you just got players. Yeah, players just sitting there waiting to be told what to do. Right? So it's like it kind of defeated the purpose of the player having or the player's creativity and to make decisions on the fly. But realistically, they could ignore the sideline coaching. But when your coach is yelling, he just went to D2. Okay, now he's at D1. Okay, now he's at, and where Buddy is. Like you're going to have that information. So
who yells loud? It comes down to who yells louder.
Yeah, so there was like, was it really needed? Was it really worth it? Are we going to do it again? Are we going to keep it around? That kind of thing. So, yeah. And then there was some great little plays. There was there was one. It wasn't a good play. It was rough. One of the players, I forget which one. I didn't write down any, like most of the team names. That's just shows how terrible I am at this. And he dove and dislocated his shoulder.
Ooh.
So he's down. He's in pain. He's trying to put his shoulder back in, and the ref's on top of him. Yes, Explorer's saying like sideline coaching was on for the All-Star game only. And saying, yeah, but it was kind of a touch of like, are we going to bring this back? What are we thinking? And I don't think they will. But anyways, his shoulder was dislocated. The ref is on top of him, right? Because Buddy's hurt. Like his head's down. The ref goes on top of him. And you watch the camera and it's following one of the boys coming down the snake. And it pans over. And you just see the ref over Buddy's dislocated shoulder. And he's got his hand out. The ref's like got his hand out, being like, yeah, like he's hit or he's out, like he's, like slow down or whatever, trying to get Buddy's attention. Doesn't the snake player pop him anyways?
Oh,
like, like,
hell yeah. Hell yeah.
On the field, I don't think the ref called him out. I think the ref was just kind of like making sure if he was hurt, like what's going on, and Buddy's shoulder's dislocated, so he's trying to put it back in. And Buddy's just like runs up, sees him, pop, pop, and keeps going. I'm like, oh, that's ruthless.
Yeah, because I mean, I get it. It's ruthless, but they'd have done the same thing. Gotta make
Right,
sure he's out. Because if he gets up, he could shoot me in the back. We don't know. He could be faking.
Yeah.
It's really hard to fake that.
There was an amazing snake run. It was New Jersey Leverage versus Aftershock, and it was Leverage who did this. That he just sprinted. He sprinted down the snake, like zigzagging through these like starfish shaped bunkers, literally zigzagging like snaps two of them, gets to the back line, and hits the buzzer.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it was magical.
Frank, buddy, you're snoring loud enough that the mic can pick it up. Like, I love you too, but come on. Poor cat snoring so loud. I'm like, what the hell is that sound? Like, I can hear my controller clicking, so I'm like, that's weird, like groaning.
Need get your cat a little sleep apnea machine.
Dude, he's a white noise machine.
I'll give you that. Yeah.
Oh, he's great. He's a get sleep. You can try slapping a sleep apnea machine on that cat and see how well it goes for you.
There was a load of like the entire game basically took place in the snake because of these star-shaped bunkers. That there was so many face-to-faces, like guys creeping up, not knowing the other players there, and just like snapping out, and like the barrels are almost touching. Like there so many times.
That's awesome.
It was ridiculous how many times that happened. One of the boys from PB Fit, I guess, kind of accidentally did a dead man walk. Here's what happens, and they interviewed him afterwards too, and he literally says, "Yeah, it was kind of a dumb idea." He took a hit, put his hand out, started walking, and then looked and it was like, oh, the paint didn't break. Looks at the ref and goes, did that break? And the ref says, no. Says, oh, then I'm still in play. One-handed, just snap, 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 snap. And takes two dudes.
Imagine that'd be some heat coming out of that one.
Right. And I'm just like, and I'm thinking like how did he not get a major? Like that should have been, he didn't put his hand up and his gun never went up. And he just kind of casually walked towards the ref and then snap, snap. So like, was it a dead man walk? Was he actually out? He called himself, but at the same, like, but nobody called him on it. The other players were pissed though. That was wild. He's like, yeah, it was a bad idea.
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Exactly. Seemed like a good idea at the time. So yeah, so that happened. Hilarious. They interviewed him afterwards, and the fact that they were like, "So what happened out there?" Give him the mic. He's like, "Yeah, so it was kind of a dumb idea." My man, that's the way to
Understatement, but I love it.
And then Red Legion did something. I've never actually seen this happen before. I've seen loads of markers get bent. I've seen loads of people core sample. I've seen bad dives all over the place. One of the boys from Red Legion, he dives, barrel goes into the dirt, like just sinks right in. His body lands on the tank, like his chest on the tank, twists it, shears the ASA clean off of the gun. Yeah. And they've got video of the tank, and you can actually see him behind the bunker, and he literally like puts his hand on his hips. He's just like, well, I don't know what I'm going to do now, because his tank is going in a circle. It's spinning on the field because the air coming out of it. It's like literally like just going and like spinning in a spot, and then like, and he's just like, well, all right. But yeah, he sheared it completely off. I have seen markers bend. I have seen barrels bend. I've never seen a tank get sheared off that it was able to just keep going. It
was a Timu ASA, wasn't it?
No, it was I don't know what he was shooting. I forget now. But he basically the entire grip sheared in half.
Wow.
And I think maybe we'll start seeing more of those with the markers becoming lighter and lighter and getting milled thinner and thinner. Maybe there's just not especially with the air, everything going through the handles now and all that. I wonder if we're just now hitting the point of there's not enough material there to take. Now, to be fair, it's not being designed to be able to take the weight of a full-grown man landing on it while it's speared into the ground.
Yeah, let's point that out.
Right? But I think where all of these other ones were bending, we're now going to start seeing them shear because they're so much thinner and they're so much lighter that they're just like swing and it's done. But the video, I'll find the video, I'll send it to you. The video is hilarious.
I saw the video. It was wild.
Right? The fact that the camera just like, well, we're paying attention to this now. There's a game going on. You see the tank just
hit the hand on the hip, and he's just kind of standing there shaking his head
like what the hell do I do now?
Yeah, there goes my afternoon. Shit.
Right?
Didn't think that.
So that happened. That was yeah.
That was and so, on that bombshell?
Yeah, pretty much on that bombshell, folks. It's been fun. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Appreciate all that company.
We do, and hopefully in the next week or two, we can get out and get some ball because this weekend is
walk on at Moncton on Sunday, walk on Shediac Saturday. The weekend after is the 15th.
No, next weekend is the 15th.
Next weekend is the 15th. That is street ball in Shediac and SNL paintballs, paintball for kids.
On the 17th.
Yeah, it's that weekend. Yeah, it's that whole weekend. It's both events on the same weekend.
So I am SOL on that as of right now. The universe hates me.
Oh, it's okay. The universe hates me too. Get used to it after the first couple of years. But that's all right because soon we'll be going back to Ottawa to Commando for the D-Day Tipman Challenge, my favorite event of the year.
Ooh, you know what we should
place on the paintball what?
Ask?
What?
See if we could find any of our good friends in the Quebec, Montreal area who could bring us up some Schwartzes.
Oh,
we're not taking Norm into Montreal.
I really don't want to take Norm through Montreal. Dad did it back in
the universe. You have no idea, man. The universe has kicked me in the teeth so many times in the last 12 months. I'm surprised I have any left in my mouth.
You're saying that to me?
You got new ones.
You know how long? I got 6 months and I haven't been able to chew a goddamn piece of solid food, man. I had a donair an hour ago. The first one I've had in months. It was the fucking great too. Bastard.
Yes, no, I'm actually super pumped for you. But yeah, we should see if somebody from Montreal could bring us up some
Costco glizzies, baby.
Right?
Chili cheese.
But that's it, folks. It's been a blast. We're out of here. Until next week. Cheers.
Toodles.